my credit was like 530, and I pulled my credit score all the way up to 798. My son told me that just last night, just go up to 850. So I said, well, shoot, I'm rolling around here.
What people did was help me to, understand that I could have a fresh start. I noticed my credit scores went up, and it just made things so much easier.
People's Community Partnership Federal Credit Union, known as People's, was founded to promote economic empowerment in Oakland's low-income neighborhoods. The credit union served anyone that lived, worked, or worshiped in the flatlands of West Oakland.
West Oakland, it was a neighborhood of opportunity where diverse communities came together and lived a pretty good life. And there wasn't a freeway that ran through it. It was part of Oakland. And then it became cut off. Physically cut off by our transportation corridors and economically balkanized.
In the 1950s, a new freeway divided West Oakland, segregating it from the rest of the city. The city of Oakland demolished over 5,100 units of housing to make way for development projects and mass transit. 14,000 residents were displaced, primarily African Americans.
Times was very hard in Oakland. Jobs was leaving, housing was going up, schools was closing, and we needed this banking institution to survive, to have hope that there's still opportunity to raise your family and to live in West Oakland.
We were looking at neighborhoods in Oakland that had not seen any full-scale financial services institution for decades. So I remember the day that Sandy Turner walked into the door of our office to speak to somebody about how we could help people get access to financial services in a way that was cost-effective. Her focus was on check cashing, people who are getting Social Security or forking out some huge amount of money every month to cash their check.
After years of hard work, People's received its charter in 2000 and opened its doors in West Oakland in 2001. A neighboring financial institution, Valley Credit Union, stepped up to help People's get started.
Part of what credit unions do is to kind of help the underserved. And oftentimes you hear credit unions will kind of sponsor, for lack of a better word, other credit unions to get them started. So this was an opportunity really for us to do that, to give back to a community that really didn't have any financial services in the area.
Our grand opening for People's, it's like it actually happened. And all the work that I know that the steering committee had put into it, that they got a chance to see that it's really working, or it really happened. We had the mayor come out, we had Barbara Lee come out, the congresswoman, and it was just so amazing to have all the community people come out and just support us. They were more excited than we were.
And originally, people didn't really believe this was true. Was a real credit union? Is this a check cashing place? What are you guys trying to get from us? But I think once they realized we were there for them, we are them, and that we're here to help you, not only just with the financial services, but the education.
Once people began to come into the credit union, they were telling their family members. And that's how we ended up growing. We grew really fast.
By 2003, People's grew to over 1,000 members, a testament to its need and impact on the community.
People's Credit Union was not just a financial institution, it was there for the people. And so I was really proud of the fact that it was in my district. I was able to attend the grand opening, and actually I was able to join the credit union. And I want you to just see one of my statements. I dug this up last night, and this is was a really proud moment for me to be able to join a credit union in my own district that would be helpful to not only myself, but to my constituents.
The credit union quickly realized that business as usual wouldn't always meet the needs of the people they served.
We had a gentleman come in, so he showed me his ID, which was a prison ID. It had his picture on it, it has a name on it, had a signature on it. So we created a policy to be able to accept it. And we did it right there on the fly and was able to open his account. And he got a little emotional and was like, really, thank you. You know, not many people want to give an ex-con an opportunity.
While supporting a critical need for West Oaklanders, people's services were limited. They knew they could benefit from a partner. So in 2008, Peoples merged with Self-Help Federal Credit Union.
When we merged with Self-Help, they had the same mission, the same vision, and it was just a win-win match. We were able to provide better services to the members, and we were still growing by leaps and bounds.
We had struggled with having enough capitalization to be able to provide the services everybody wanted to provide for the public. And why should lower income folks get second tier services? So I think self-help helps to cross that divide, gives the credit union the strength it needs.
I think members come in and they stay with those credit unions because we're not, they feel comfortable. They feel like they're a part of. They take part ownership in what we do, and we know them by name. They still love the credit union and what we started from and what we were doing. So I think it's the legacy of this credit union. It's impacted a lot of people.
Through credit unions, we can do a heck of a lot in the community for community development and community empowerment. And so I think that's what this is about. It's for individual wealth accumulation, individuals understanding of financial literacy so that they can take care of their families, send their kids to school, start a small business. But it's also a way to make sure that the community is empowered to become economically viable.
And after that, I got the business loan, so I was like, they be able to get my bike shop. I got a personal loan, and I was in there in 24 hours painting. And the rest is history. I've been there 7 years now.
Yeah, wow.
The credit union came through, so I really appreciate it.
I've been living in Oakland for the past 72 years, and you know, I'm an activist in the community, you know, and I work in the community. It's a great place, and I love it because it's in West Oakland, and it's not that much stuff down here, especially when they first started. There wasn't no banks or nothing down here, and I appreciate them for being here.